Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Smitty. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the month game. Last minute of stuff. Hey, it don't take too much, man. I said, get this while it's hot.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir, man. We back with another episode of Inside the Nest, man. One of the hosts on the show, King DV, with my other host. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. You know, it's back to the the regular day views, man. The regular day-to-day basis, man. You know, we trying to see what's going on. You know, it's slow down for us right now, man. So we just next thing is the draft, but right now, man,
when nobody getting hype about Lyman, slow.
Dude, we signed. I don't know too much about the two linemen we brought in, but maybe they work out. But it looked like a slew of linemen on this team at this point, and obviously we have a saying on Inside the Nest that if we're starting to put you in the field, we ain't gonna question it. So if you out there lined up as a starting offensive lineman, I ain't questioning if you play ball or not.
No, I'm questioning it, man. We got a standard, and I want them, if they have to fill in and everything, you gotta adjust quickly and be able to block for your boy. I can't have him getting hurt because he don't trust this guy or whatever like that. Look, they need to be bringing these guys up to speed. I know one of the guys, I think he used to be here. I forgot the guy name, but he used to be here. But the other guy, swing tackle, the vet that we got from the Bears,
the Matt Pryor, I think, and that's who we kept.
Yeah.
And we signed the dude, the Keelam dude, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I never see neither one of them play no snap.
That's true. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. What's going on, Nigel?
Yeah, what it is, boy.
I keep calling this boy Nigel. It's Niles. What's going on, Niles?
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but what I mean? I just keep moving. Cool cat in the building with the children. You hear me? Nah, but
yeah.
I think like a lot of people are, kind of hype on the draft or what's coming up and stuff like that, right? But I don't know if we really dive in deep enough into the roster that we already accumulated. You know what I mean? The guys that's already in the building. Obviously, you said we got a standard. So obviously, that one ball at safety, he kind of, you know what I mean? He kind of be on some nut shit. Tristan McCullum, that boy there is that boy be kind of, I don't know. He lost out there in the sauce. We still have obviously Sidney Brown. We haven't seen much of him since the injury. I think in the defensive room, a guy we haven't really spoke on because he didn't get any reps. Gabe Hall, the guy we picked up last year. I think he has an opportunity to come in and get some snaps this year. Because I'm looking at the draft and I'm just like, I've done some mocks, as the Eagles or whatever. And kind of, I know the mock isn't going to fall 100%, right? But it'd be close. And you know what I mean? I think we got some potential in the room. We probably just ain't paying enough attention to. Like, I know, I'm usually the one up here, like, kind of crashing out on being a little lackluster at the talent position. But, I'm kind of, hey man, you wrong sometimes. You gotta change up and recalibrate. You know what I mean? So obviously, I'm not saying I believe in Tristan McCullum, but I think some of those guys can get an opportunity to show us something here in the next few months, right? Obviously, obviously, you build chemistry, and then when guys in the room with you, you know what I mean, you learn some things, you get better. I think Sidney Brown taking the season off and kind of having to see things from a different perspective. Maybe he cherishes his snaps a little bit more than he did in 2023 when he was on the field. He did play lights out. I'm not knocking him as a player, but um as far as just like the outlook, is there any guys you kind of look at the roster that gonna be here and you maybe think they have an opportunity to step into a starting role?
Honestly, the only guy I look at is Keely Ringo. I look at him and be like, I feel like that he can take over that CB2 spot as of right now. Because Adoree, let's be honest, man. I don't know if he's going to be that number 2 that we need. I think that he's going to be one of those switch hitter guys where these special teams back up to Cooper DeJean when he got to get out of plays, and then also just one of those depth pieces, man. I don't think that I think they're going to give him a chance, and then have like Adoree, certain guys that have been in the league, even if they're young. Hey, still sharp as steel, and I think that that's what it's going to be. I think Keely Ringo, and that's the only reason why I'm not saying that I'm a fan. But what I'm saying is when I'm hearing from everybody that's in the organization saying that he's ready, saying that he deserved the time, the snaps, and everything like that. I think they're going to try to get him out first before they make that decision. And it could be just training camp or preseason, but they're going to try that first.
What would it say if we was to somehow take a DB early in this draft again?
I honestly don't think it's going to happen. I think that we're going to trade out or we're going to trade back.
That wasn't the question, DB.
What you mean?
I ain't say first round, second round. It could be at 64.
Okay.
Cornerback.
That wouldn't say too much.
It would tell me that's Keely Ringo. It's not as much faith coming out of the mouth as it is putting it on the field. Because if you go out and get another young cornerback, right? When you just
that's a good question.
It's discipline in zone, right? I ain't play a lot of corner. I played a lot of safety, but where I played at, we played a lot of, if you got in man, mostly I was on a tight end or running back, slot here and there. But yeah, if you out there, zone is a little bit easier than man. But me personally, I prefer man because I know I'm responsible for one dude. You can't really, you really can't manipulate my coverage in one dude. I know we got to switch things off. I know we gotta align some things. Yeah, he might come up under, but I would rather be a man than zone, because when you're in zone, we seen Avonte Maddox, who we believe was a decent cornerback at one point, put him in zone, and when communication is off, it looks crazy. We look completely dysfunctional, bro. We look like we was a bottom 5 defense on the field. So me personally, man, for me would be better than zone. But Keely Ringo, I think zone is gonna be better. But boy, because man wasn't here. The first time they put my boy in man, my boy got 2 penalties.
He got 4.
Nah, but I think Keely got an opportunity. Like I'm not killing the man, but I'm just asking because he was on the roster last year. It wasn't like when we drafted Quinyon, Keely Ringo wasn't on the roster. He was here. He was here. And he got 2 rookies elevated over him. 2. And then you ended up a dude that was out for weeks with a hand injury. You were in front of him for a minute. Then all of a sudden, you wasn't getting on the field. So, in my opinion, like just thinking about it, looking at it from a perspective, Vic Fangio knew he would be here another year. Why would a guy that you feel you're going to put on the field in a year, you don't get him any snaps? You lowball him in the snaps. If you're putting him on think about this. Come week 1, in his mind, he looking at the roster. He knows what's going on. Vic Fangio been in the league 30 years. He knows certain guys finna get cut, certain guys coming back. He probably knew 3 or 4 guys off the defense was gone. You didn't get Keely any snaps. You didn't get him in there any reps. You didn't try to position him to get right. Bro, you put I believe Jeremiah Trotter they have more faith in Jeremiah Trotter being on the field than they do Keely Ringo. And that's just me personally. Just looking at it from like a wide perspective. Every chance he got, where when N'Kobe went down or Orrin was struggling, he didn't mind throwing Jeremiah Trotter on the field. Outside of the first 5 weeks after the Browns game, you didn't see Keely Ringo anymore. You seen Isaiah Rodgers step in and take that spot if Avonte Maddox didn't step in. You even listen, Keely Ringo even had Avonte Maddox playing snaps in front of him.
Well, he wasn't going to play in the slot at all.
It doesn't matter though. When you look at it, you telling me hold on. We had a guy named Isaiah Rodgers who obviously he said out his own mouth he wasn't going to play in the slot, and then you see week 9 he's in the slot. But Jigga, he still got passed up by 2 rookies. 2 rookies. You were on the roster. You were here. You had a year of experience. You had been in the system similar, even though they said it was the Vic Fangio scheme, it was similar to the scheme you was in. And you telling me you didn't beat out Quinyon. You didn't beat out Isaiah. You were, if technically, if you want to talk about outside corners, you were 4th, maybe 5th in rotation. So it's like, to me, it's like the faith factor. Just I'm trying to measure it, but when I look at all the additives to the situation, I'm like, do they really trust Keely to be on the field, or us as fans looking at the roster today are putting Keely Ringo on the field?
So the answer to that question, I feel like, as that's what I said, as of right now, how I'm looking at it is he's gonna actually be that CB2. I think that they feel like that he's ready. They're gonna give him the opportunities now. What I want to revisit is when a couple years ago we've been saying, "Hey, put Keely Ringo as safety." I want to revisit that because I feel like that would be the best bet, and I think Jigga hinted on it. I feel like that he could tackle. I feel like that if he's playing within the scheme of everything, I think he would be a better safety than a corner. I think that we would have a lot of penalties if he starts at a cornerback too. I don't think that he's ready for that. I think that he's more ready for safety. From what I see, the couple plays that we seen from him last season, open tackles, pass breakups in the end zone, things like that. That's like safety play for me. I think that he'll be a better safety. If they can't find one or they want to stay young and cheap, I feel like that they should try that before they even, give a call to somebody else or whatever. I don't think that they should put him at CB2, but from what they're talking, I feel like that, that probably will be the move for them at first.
Okay, but the talk is our cornerback coach pretty much saying Keely Ringo impressed him. Did he impress him with?
Vic said it too. Vic said it too.
Okay. Both of them said it. Did they impress him with talent or with fight, with heart, with effort? You can impress a coach by doing certain things that they like in a player. That doesn't mean the talent was there. That doesn't mean that you were better than the man next to you. You just showed a little effort. You was there early in the morning. You were asking questions. You know what I mean? You were doing all the things they asked for you to do as a professional without being asked to do it. You handled yourself as a young man. You went as it. Hey, look, coach, why we running this play? Okay, if I'm playing here, what? Okay, if they run this, that's impressive because as a young 20-year-old player, they more than likely expect you to be sitting in the back of the room bullshitting. Let's just be real. You got a couple $1 million in your pocket. You famous. You playing on a and you just got a Super Bowl. Like they expect you to be bullshitting. You know what I mean? You believe you got effort, you believe you got the talent, so you probably pretty much in there just listening. He probably doing all the things that a young, talented professional needs to do to acclimate himself and ask all the questions. Like I didn't hear anybody expound on him being what impressed them about him. You know what I mean? Like they asked the question that Keely Ringo, man, he been, in practice, we've been seeing a lot
Right,
of
but they didn't really deep dive into
right.
like that. Like,
So
they didn't
I wanna
actually.
know, like, was it him, like, did he go out there and lock somebody up? Was he out there like mimicking a route and he was damn near, perfect? What's up, Auntie? Um
What's going on, Nina?
he was damn near perfect. So, it's a thing like that. Like, you don't know what's going on, man. Like, to be impressed, like what's the magnitude of how he impressed you? I was impressed with myself learning how to type 40 words a minute. But that was in middle school. Like if I told somebody now that I still type 40 words a minute, they'd be, sir, you need to up that to be in anybody office building it. Like, so you get what I'm saying? Like, did it impress him because he progressed through the season and got better? Did he show the effort? Like, that's all I want to know. Like, obviously, I hear them say they're impressed. You know what I mean? They believe he has this and believe he has that, but belief is not showed up on the field. You know what I mean? When they put him out there, if they put him out there, we're gonna see. I'm not doubting Keely Ringo, but I want to see it because I like my math just like they brought in 2 rookies. They obviously was gonna put Isaiah Rodgers on the field first, right? And he got hurt. Quinn Young went on the field. Then Darius Slay was getting hurt every other game, and Isaiah Rodgers was getting the snap. So it's like it's almost like a sticky situation because I just believe like an old head like Vic. I want you on the field. I don't think so. I think like if I'm the only one on the field. Like it should be opportunity to get you on the field. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna be on the field next year. I know I'm gonna be here next year. Vic knew he wasn't leaving. Vic knew what talent he wanted on the field and what he was working with. He even found a way to get Sidney Brown on the field. So it's
So
like
you
a little bit on the side of we might still be in the market for corner.
No, I'm not saying we not. I'm not saying we not at all. Because other guys like that can have some playing time and be in the rotation of like depth. Whereas though that Cooper DeJean needs that break or so forth. They trust in certain guys, so they just trying to fill that out with what they got. Basically, this defense is going to turn into like I need to make a project, but I only got enough to go to Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. That's
Right.
basically how it's going to be. Now you do got some pieces that's more than that, like the Jalen Carters and so forth. But like I said, they're gonna try certain guys out first. I'm hoping that they try him out at safety. Keely Ringo, I'm talking about, because I still don't like he moves like the way he does that.
Hey, Jigga,
What is
if
it?
you think Malachi Moore is better than Starks, you're crazy. If you think Makuba is better than Starks, you're crazy. There is no listen. I have been deep diving because everybody want this different safety. So I say, okay, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Starks is out of our range. Everybody like, oh,
Yeah.
Nick Eamon Rory, watching his tape, but he can't tackle. He fast. He can play a multitude of positions, but he can't tackle. I don't need another safety that can't tackle. Sidney Brown already giving me I can't tackle sometimes.
I don't think so. I think he.
No.
He just
I
needs to,
I
he needs
know
to slow
why he
down.
does it. I know why he does it, but he gives me I can't tackle.
Yeah.
Like,
Watch.
hey, Nigel, he not even. I ain't gonna even lie. His tape to me is so unimpressive. I've only seen. Listen, and the two cornerbacks Jigga listed, they're on my list. They on my list.
Yeah, I like
But
Starks. I like Starks. I like more.
Starks is way out of the way of us, right? I don't think he falls past like 15 max. Makuba and Moore, yeah, they're more in our range. Moore is probably a third, fourth round pick, to be honest. If we being honest, third round at the most for Malik Moore. Like he's a. You remember when I told you about Jeremiah Trotter? Where I was like, he went to a good school, so his name is known, but when you watch the tape and you really dig into he's not really good. That's what Moore is. Like he's gonna get drafted in the third round because he played at Alabama and his name is well known and he showed up at pro days and combines and stuff like that. But his actual tape is mid. Makuba, to me, is the second best in the draft. But I don't think he's a first round pick. I think second round, but I don't think he'll make it to 64. So it's like it's almost like a sticky situation. That's why I said like I don't know where we at with the safety situation. I'm more on the side of us drafting corner than safety because it just don't to me like how the board gonna fall in my eyes. We might get a Trey Amos. You know what I mean? Like I'll take that though. Trey a nice one. But I'm just looking at the board, and it's not a lot of safeties, and then there's even less good safeties. Even Malachi Starks to me got some big problems with his game too. You know what I mean? A little bit undisciplined, seems out of place at times. You know what I mean? He don't really cheat for picks. He more just be like kind of like getting too far back, taking himself out to play, like things you can kind of fix though. You know what I mean? But like if we're looking at safeties though, like
I feel like going off what you said, I feel like that if we did go that route and was able to do that, I think like I believe in Vic, after what I've seen that was impressive this whole season. I believe in that whole staff that they could get that boy right and more disciplined on the field, and you'll see him grow before your eyes. I don't know as fast as Quinyon, but I feel like that, I think that Vic and Christian Parker, they could get the board going.
Who?
Starks.
No, I think like, but this is the thing, right? Let's say Starks do fall. Somehow we do whatever we do, trade, whatever. We end up with Starks.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to put a little faith in Keely. You know what I mean?
I got a little faith in him. I just want him at safety. So to answer Kev's question,
I don't think he go to safety then though. If you get Starks, that means you playing Keely at corner.
As of right now, unless Adoree shows something,
You still playing Keely at corner. If he even become depth, he'll become depth at that point, but he'll still be a cornerback. I don't think you.
He'd be special teams.
If you draft the first round safety, you're not moving Keely to safety because who is he going to play over in the safety room? Now you pretty much just put him back on the bench anyways. You might as well leave him where he at this point.
Yeah,
you're not getting in the game anyways. Because Malachi and Reed Blankenship more than likely going to be manning the ship though.
I wouldn't want no rookie back there.
I would. Like Malachi?
Unless I'm saying unless it's one of those ones. And he can be.
Bro, I'm telling you, like I told you about Quinyon Mitchell. And I ain't missed.
I know.
Malachi is going to get in week 1 and give us everybody gonna kill me for this. They probably gonna kill me. He's gonna give us better safety play than CJ Gardner Johnson gave us in 2023. 2022, 2023.
Okay.
Better safety play. Now, energy, all the other stuff, I'm not saying that. But as a safety, Malachi Starks coming in as a rookie will give you better safety play year one than CJ Gardner-Johnson in 10-year one.
So comparing to what? Like, are you comparing it to the turnovers? Or are you comparing it to like
all around coverage, turnovers, tackling? You could put Malachi at the nickel and he plays damn good nickel too. And CJ, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. CJ not even good at man coverage like that. He's a
no,
target.
I know.
Put Malachi, man. Malachi bigger, faster. The only thing, I'll give CJ, he moved with intent coming downfield. He's a real problem in the run game. In short yardage situations, CJ is a problem. I don't think Malachi can replicate that part. I think somebody else has to take that role. But as a safety, as far as coverage, turnovers, tackling in the open field, man to man in the slot when you need it to, when you blitzing, Malachi gonna do all that better. All of that.
So if you do, let's say they don't draft like that, and they try to put Kelee Ringo on the field, regardless of what he is. I feel like both ways. I think you're covered. It's just all about how you're going to discipline either Sidney Brown or you're disciplining Kelee Ringo to not draw penalties, to not get beat on double moves, man. I just don't like the way I don't like the way Kelee Ringo moves. I think that Kelee Ringo, he got the same like demeanor on route and try to stay with wide receivers. He got the same demeanor as Bradbury to me. How we were saying that the way his hips moves, pause, it's not the same. It's not fluid to the point where like Quinyon Mitchell or Isaiah Rodgers or Slay, even at this age, he was able to keep up with receivers. Now Slay did get beat on some slant routes, that was in question, but he's an older cornerback. But I think Kelee Ringo would do more damage at safety. And I've always been saying that. I've been saying that for the past couple of years. Me and Smitty. But at the same time, I feel like he just needed a shot. He needed a shot to be on the field. If not, and all that stuff that they said was null and void. I don't want to see him here after next year.
Man, that was kind of harsh.
It's not. Think about it. If I sit up there and say, "Yo, this guy's next up. He's next up. He's next up," but then he's on the team. He's been in this. He's been on the championship roster. He's been here, and like you said, and I didn't even think about it like that. Quinyon, Coop. They went straight to them. They didn't even ask him, "Hey, get in the slot," or anything like that. Coop's still a rookie. They could have put Coop in safety at times, but no, they did. So at the end of the day, I feel like Kelee Ringo is possibly, I'm not going to say definitely, but possibly on his last straw as a Philadelphia Eagle. If any Georgia Bulldog has to go off this team right away, it probably would be Kelee first.
More than likely. And it's sad though, because like I had some good upside for the young brother, man. I was excited to see what he had. You know what I mean? The speed. He tall. You know what I mean? But then we had the conversation about like the hips. You know what I mean? You see all those things, and it's like that's something you can't fix. Like, I don't care. Listen, I met a multitude of cornerbacks and safeties in my life, right? You get stuck with that mantra that you got stiff hips. I don't care what camp you go to. I don't care what workout you do. It's a part of you because that's just how your body moves. You're not limber. You're just naturally stiff body. So when you turn, you don't turn. Once you get that, I've never heard like I've been like since middle school, bro. Like you see a dude that ain't got the technique, he can get his feet right, he can get his speed right. Most of them can't fix. You can't fix the hips. It's just something about it. And think about it. Every one of them you heard that had bad hips, they transferred to safety. And if it didn't work out, they was out the league.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a hard one to overcome, man. And it's a lot of great DB coaches in the world, bro. Thousands of them, and none of them figured it out. Like
No.
it can make you, you know what I mean, do a couple things where you can get the leeway with stiff hips, but when it don't work, you just beat. That's kind of what Keely at. Like he has some of the technique sound. Boop, 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 boop. And then it's like, what do you have after that?
Mm-hmm.
If he beats you, what do you have? And like, I hate to keep going back to the play, but when I watched the play, it wasn't because he didn't play the play well. But no, real shit, DV. It wasn't because he didn't play the play well. He panicked. He got in a position where his fundamentals worked enough to where now I have to turn and run. And when he turned, it wasn't a turn where he was like, "Oh, I'm in phase." No, he was out of phase. Now you're slowly watching Buddy lead away from you. Okay, now what I do? I gotta grab him. I got to. I gotta keep him from burning me. That's where like in my like just evaluate. I'm just like, please, like, I don't know. I don't know if safety's good. I don't know. I want to see if Christian can make him well, but we gon'
I want him to get his chance, man. If he didn't learn his lesson or nothing like that, guess what? He could join the rest of the staff in Detroit and draw as many penalties as Tyrion Arnold.
the baby.
He could do that. He could do that because at the end of the day,
that's all they is. The baby Eagles. They got all our players, bro. God damn.
Look, man, they're trying to win, and I get it. They're trying to win.
My bad. Pittsburgh got all our players.
But Pittsburgh does, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to Kenny
not,
G too, man. Shout out to Kenny, man.
I hope he. But
I ain't talking about that. You know, he got. You know, they posted the pictures of his wedding and stuff. I guess whatever.
Oh yeah, he got married.
Yeah. So shout out to him and his lady, man. Shout out to bro.
But is he just running back by committee?
Well, you know that's what they was before, anyways.
So you mean to tell me, right?
Nah, but he gonna get more carries. I think he gonna get more carries.
He definitely will.
Probably 14, 15 carries a game.
I'm about to say they don't have a Saquon over there.
It ain't even about the Saquon, just the way how they like to run their offense. It really ain't, bro. It ain't about it's because we run our offense different. Saquon is majority of the offense, right? They have been running that 2 running back system since when? They've been running that 2 running back system since Ben Roethlisberger.
Right, but can you do me a favor? But can you do me a favor?
What?
Check to see how many touches that Kenny G had when we had Swift and Miles Sanders. Like, I just want to know those numbers.
I don't think it changed that much, though.
I want to know those numbers. Because I feel like that this offense with, I feel like that they leaned on Saquon a little bit more than those two guys.
Matter of fact, he got more carries with Saquon than he did with Miles. He got the most carries he had was with Swift was 84.
So he got more carries. I knew it was one of them.
Yeah, Swift was the only year where he had more carries. His most carries, but it's only 84 carries. What I'm telling you is, look, let me go see this. Steelers, because I wanna say, if I'm not mistaken, they damn near split their runs last year down the middle.
Yeah, because I think Najee
Harris had 260. Jalen Warren had 150. So I can see Kenny Gainwell probably having 100 touches this year for the first time in his career.
That'd be dope. That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
I mean, he wasn't gonna get that. He wasn't gonna get 100 carries here. That wasn't gonna happen.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not, because I think they like what
And
you
he had
call
75, but I think that was the max. I think that's his max amount of touches. And to be honest, like I know Jalen Warren is a part of the team, but he's not a solidified starter. I wouldn't be surprised if he get an opportunity to fight for that starting job.
No, he could honestly he can start. He likes the opportunity there, but at the same
I think he
time,
gonna
I'm
get the
like,
opportunity because Najee gone. Najee gone.
oh no,
So you got so basically both of the running backs that's fighting for running back one coming from the same position. Running back twos.
That's crazy, bro. Like, if Kenny G start, man.
Bro, I was just gonna say that if Kenny G starting week 1, oh my god, I'm gonna be happy for brother because he wasn't gonna.
I'm definitely him. I am. They're gonna be watching him here. He wasn't gonna start here ever. No. Not ever. No.
I mean, maybe if we didn't. I mean, the only way I seen him starting was like if the Saquon shit didn't go through.
Not never. The fact that in 2023 we was going into the offseason like, yo, Kenny G is our starter, and they got Swift, and then they got the bull that we should not name because he didn't get on the field because he didn't know how to do any. Yeah,
that was just a running back, wasn't it?
All right, bro, don't play like that.
You said you like the RP, man. You like the RP,
no, I did not. Nope, I'm good.
At first, you liked him. At first,
no,
like, yeah,
I like the switch up. I like the switch up they was trying to do, but he didn't show up.
They didn't try to do it. They didn't even try. They did.
They was trying to see. No, they was trying to see what they had.
They signed them to try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they were trying. I ain't like, saying they tried in the season.
Nah, it was like, yeah, we're gonna leave you on the sideline, good brother.
Right. No, but yeah, he definitely wasn't going to start because he was supposed to be RB1. Like if they would have had him and then Rashad Penny, I think Rashad Penny plays. But they had Swift, somebody that is solidified in the lead that's running.
Kenny would have got that start, bro.
Over
if
who?
It was Kenny and Rashad Penny. Kenny started.
No, that's what I said. I said Kenny would have started.
Yeah, Kenny would have started.
That could have been the case too, because Dallas was looking at Rashad Penny.
That's dumb.
But they got Miles Sanders now.
Woohoo!
They got Miles Sanders now.
Yay! I'm excited. Gonna bust Miles Sanders. Pause.
So Adoree, do you think he make the roster, and where would you place him if he does?
You gotta. That's why I was asking you the questions about Keely.
Right.
I think Adoree got a better chance of starting than Keely, to be honest. Just being honest. So I'm actually seeing good cornerback play out of Adoree, but obviously he been on the Giants. Obviously he done had some downtime, but I mean, I think with Christian Ponder, I mean, you didn't bring him in for no reason. I mean, he obviously gonna get an opportunity to fight for that spot.
Come on, he got brought in because like him. Howie likes this kid. Howie liked the kid. He been trying to get him.
You don't bring somebody in that Vic Fangio ain't gonna work with.
I'm not saying that wasn't a part of the reason either.
I mean, you can like somebody. I mean, I don't know. I think Adoree got a better chance of starting than Keely, to be honest. That's just me, though. Keely to me just...
Did y'all see, like,
I'm
Kev,
good,
did you see Justice Simmons? Did you see Justice Simmons with Atlanta Falcons?
I don't even care what he played like with Atlanta. You can take the stats off the board. That age don't work for me.
Well, it don't work for them either because
one of them in 2023. 2023.
The whole get up is
2025.
We're trying to get cheaper and younger.
2025.
That's the get up.
I can't do it. 2023, like I said, 2023 I'd have been good, but
Kev, put it this way: if they was going after Simmons after that whole interview that said that, oh, I'm available, I want to play with them and all that, you don't think that, and they probably did call, but
No. Why you?
you
Why?
would,
Why would you? You don't sign him, DV. You don't. You know why? You
wow.
know he has no market. You know nobody's signing him. He's probably gonna still be on the market when the draft is
That's true.
over.
That's true. Cause yeah, he probably won't get signed until like August.
Yeah, he gonna get signed closer to the camp. He out there.
Yeah.
Now, if you come out the draft and you haven't acquired a safety and you still not confident about the safety,
I don't know why.
no. He's not cheap though. He's not cheap though.
I don't know why us as Eagles fans always talking about this vet presence and veteran looks and all that. Because if you think about it, and I keep saying it, man, I heard a lot of content creators saying we need a vet, we need some vets. Think about it like this, man. In 2023, we had a whole defense of vets. And where did that take us? Right? We brought us some young guys. We brought us these guys that could make a difference and we go to the Super Bowl. We were a little bit younger in 2022. Right now, the vet that we need is already on the team, and his name is Vic Fangio. He's going to put this whole thing together. He's going to make sure that these guys are being sponges and being able to coexist with one another.
Yeah, I'm cool on the vet stuff though.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right because at the end of the day, we don't need no vets in here that's going to sit up there and basically try to combat with what Vic Fangio is doing. You know, you see how it worked out in Miami. We seen that.
I don't need nobody coming in stuck in their ways. I don't need nobody coming in trying to. Oh no, we do it like this when I was here. This would be better. No. Buy into what coach got going on. Let's do it like that.
Right.
I think.
So that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think the amount of veterans we have on the team is good. I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, and when y'all talk about vets, y'all talking about age and how long they've been in the league. When I see vets, I'm thinking about, huh?
Azeez Ojulari, he's 24, but he's a vet.
Yeah,
He been in the league 4+. He going on his 5th year.
but that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about like experience. How long you been in the league? Like how long you been in the league. I'm not looking at age. No. I'm not looking at age. Now you can do that with line. You can do that with like depth at the line because you need that. But at the end of the day, like I'm not looking at no vet and anything like that. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I think these young guys deserve to play. Sidney Brown deserved to be disciplined enough and all that. I want him to be on the field as much as his brother. I want him to be on the field, but it's some things that needs to be adjusted. And I feel like that, you know, that's the project for Christian Parker and Vic Fangio to master, to make him an elite safety or at least a good safety enough to, you know, put him out on the field and he's not drawing no penalties, he's not getting hot-headed and doing certain things that's going to harm the team. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Keely Ringo, guys like Dory needs to play. It's a lot of guys that needs to play, man. I remember at one point, what's the dude named that everybody like that was on a bench since 2023? Eli Ricks. It's another guy. But I understand what you're saying about Slay, but that's when Smitty was the first in the league. He's basically running against Slay. Slay already know what he's doing because Slay was a vet at the time. But our offense is cool. It's the defense that needs like that. That's a whole different situation. Whole different situation.
What it is, Ash. What it is. No, it's a sticky situation though, man. I mean, vets, yeah, they
Yes,
work,
Iggy.
they help, but sometimes they also clog the continuity, what's going on in the room, the inability to want to be different. You know what I mean? It's just it's a lot
Yeah.
of things that happens with vets. So I think we got a collusion of vets in the room on defense and offense. It's gonna balance each other out with the young guys who are stepping into leadership roles. I think we're in a good spot, man. I really do.
Hey, Kev, let me ask you a question. Or anybody can answer this. How many years do you have to be in the league to be considered a vet? Is it like college and it's like 4? Or is it about what you've done in the league?
I don't know, man. I'm confused about that pick from. I don't know, man. Shit don't make sense. It still don't
Hold
make
on, Miss
sense.
Ash.
Like, I mean, I don't get it. You picked up shit one of the worst fucking guards in the NFL the last like 2 or 3 seasons, and you're like, hey, we gave them C.J. Gardner Johnson, and they gave us a shitty diaper. It's kind of confusing to me because I'm like, I trust Stoutland, but why does he always have to get these like? I don't even know. It seems like we always taking somebody project.
Yeah.
It's always like we got somebody teams like project. You know what I mean? And we bringing them in for like whatever reason. Um, Obviously he probably gonna make the team. Probably gonna be on the roster because he on a rookie deal. He's affordable. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, bro. Like every time I'm looking,
And
I'm like,
honestly,
damn, Stoutling gotta do a full makeover. Got to
yeah,
give him
and
a
honestly,
BBL, everything. God damn.
honestly, you talk about the dude that came in for the trade with CJ, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So honestly, I think that just like Smitty alluded to on an interview and everything like that, I feel like that not just with Nick, but I think with Howie too. The city gotta say so. They be listening. I feel like that they don't want to look dumb. So of course I think he's gonna make the roster. If not, he's gonna be on the practice squad. But
It ain't even worth putting him on the practice squad, bro. He make too much money to practice squad.
yeah,
Don't even make sense. If you gonna practice squad, you might as well cut him at that point.
yeah. Look,
Nah, man,
I just
listen.
don't know. I just don't know
No,
about
no,
God.
no, Ash. It's not work. It's not work. Complete body rebuild. Like you need to bring in new trunk, new tires, new axle, new fiberglass, new seats. The only thing work is the battery and the radio. It don't even drive no more. You just turn it and the radio come on because the battery still work, but everything else need to be recalibrated, refixed, replaced. He got a lot of bad fundamentals, and he not like you would be. I'm surprised. Like he's so pause. He's so big. It's like he ain't got no power. You letting linebackers and safeties and all types of put you on your ass.
We
No,
got him at the junkyard. That's
not even the
crazy.
junkyard. You got it from the collision, the back part where they got like the collision repair where they taking the parts
Yeah.
off the car. That's where you got him from. They was starting to recycle dude. He was like, all right, look, can we throw him in, man?
Did he just come off an injury?
I don't even know. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if it was one of them
Was it a
Bradbury
shoulder?
injuries.
I'm just happy that boy ain't on the team no more. Don't bring him back even.
Nah, he ain't. Well, he might come back, not as a player though. If
I
he
wouldn't
go ahead
mind
and
him
hang it up
as one of
with
those.
the coach.
Yeah, one of those assistant secondary coaches or something like that.
Like I don't. And then you look, and we just like steady bringing in offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, the right guard spot is causing this much ruckus. You could have just signed. You could have just signed Mekhi Becton.
Yeah. Should have. But they didn't want to pay that. because they want to stick to that plan that they have, which nobody knows at
He
this
was
point.
dirt cheap.
I understand they didn't want to pay
It
that.
wasn't even, bro. It's not like it's possible he don't even qualify for a comp pick. So you're gonna almost let Mekhi Becton leave for 0.
Right.
He was like on the borderline. I think he ended up qualifying for like a 6th round pick. And it's
What did Mekhi
big.
Becton come in the league as?
Tackle.
Right. So I think it's kind of like the same situation, with like CJ Gardner-Johnson the first time. Because he just switched there and then he wanted to get paid like a right guard.
Yeah, but why would we rinse and repeat something that didn't work? The shit didn't work. We rinsed and repeated it
at the end of the day.
And then guess what? The team that signed him said, we're not gonna do what Detroit did. We're not gonna give him an opportunity to circle back and pick Mekhi Becton up next year. We're gonna give him a 2-year deal. Make sure he's in the building. Like, bro, to me, 2 years, $4 million a year, that was doable. I'm sorry.
They didn't think so. Because they probably got other things they're trying to do. And they worried about getting money off the books. That's what I think they more focused on that with the Dallas Goederts and the Huffs.
You could have gave that nigga his check out of your pocket. The other offensive lineman, man, let me chip in the middle, man. We'll pay bro ourselves, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I understand you try to get money off the books, but you orchestrate the contracts in a way for a reason. We got money for a reason. Now you. My problem is the money you trying to move, right? You finna get hit with 2 roster bonuses in the next few months. With Bryce Huff and goddamn Dallas Goedert, which I think both of those kick in for OTAs. So they'll both get like a good chunk of change. Like, move them. If you're trying to move money so bad, move. I mean, I know it's hard to move Bryce Huff because you got to get somebody to eat some of that contract, but like, I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, damn, people gonna kill me again, bro. I'm at the point where I'm kind of cool if we move off Dallas Goedert, though. I'm not even like worried about the fall off. I'm really not. Like, I would prefer to have somebody for 17 games than 12.
So he wasn't a big. I'm gonna just play advocate. He wasn't a big part of the success of Jalen Hurts in this offense in the past couple of years.
When he was on the field, he's a part of the success. Yes.
Right. So I think that's where the leverage goes and swings to Dallas Goedert.
It don't, because they're gonna bring up the fact that he's missed what, 17 games in the last 4 seasons.
So what you're basically saying is right now in the scheme of things that Dallas Goedert is replaceable.
Yeah, you 30, injury prone. And to be honest, you look at the stats, right? Has he ever had an elite season? I mean, I get what you were saying, right? Like, it swings his favor, but then they start bringing up all the things of why we can move on. His best season with the Eagles was what, 2020? 2021?
Yeah. It's one of those years, yeah.
I think we could
COVID years.
I think we can get collateral for him, move on. Like, I don't think, like, a lot of people love Dallas Goedert and they say when he's healthy. I'm tired of the when he's healthy conversations about players on my team, bro. I'm just tired of it. Because guess what? Every time we have those conversations, and then I come up here, DV, and I say, man, I think it's time. I'm ready. They come out and show me why. The next two examples. 2022, 2023. What I told you. I said, man, we need to move off Bradbury, bring CJ back. I think Bradbury had his best season. Bradbury come back next year, 23, 24 season, everybody upset. What I said last year about Avonte Maddox. I think his best season's done. I think it's time to move on. Week 4, everybody agreeing with Smitty. Damn, boy, that way bad. Yeah, I told you he was bad. I seen it coming. I'm in the same boat with like Dallas Goedert. Do I think his play will get better? No. I think what you see in Dallas right now is what you're gonna get, and the injuries aren't gonna stop. They're not. He's 30. The injuries, if anything, the injuries are gonna pile up more. He might miss more games this upcoming season than he did the last. How many games did he play in 2020? How many games did he play last season?
He missed about 5 weeks. So I want to say 10 or 11 in a season. But then he was healthy for the whole playoff run. In the Super Bowl, of course.
He played 10 games.
I said 10 or 11.
10 games. Like, is that acceptable? He
Should
played
help.
10. Okay, look. His first season was his only healthy season. Then 15, right? 15 games.
Okay.
Then 2020, 11 games. 2021, 15. 2022, 12. 2023, 14. 2024, 10. You missed a lot of games, bro.
Oh man.
You won't get me. Talk about Dallas Goedert. I ain't even going on. He's no longer an Eagle. I don't have to worry about it. Thank you, God. You love me. Like, we at the point where, like, he's missed a lot of games, bro. 7, 10, 15.
Look, man. I say keep it for. I only say keep it for another year because that's kind of what they did.
But he kills us in another year, though. Go look at the contract.
Oh, it is.
If you don't get him off the contract this year, then you have no choice but to extend him if he's still on the roster at the conclusion of 2024. I mean 2025.
He not, and I thought about it too. I don't feel like that he will do anything like how Josh Sweat did. He ain't gonna do that. And they probably already talked about certain scenarios and all that before they said it'll seek a trade. So I'm pretty sure they came to him right after the parade or something. That'd be crazy, man.
It won't be though. When you really look at it, they was looking to get out of it here. It's the out. It's the out.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the Philadelphia Eagles fan base that don't like change, or the fact that, you know, they fall in love with these players, whereas though that we got to do what's best for the team at the end of the day.
Hey, Philly, it's time. I'm sorry. It's time. It's time. Some things happen, bro. Get over it.
And I don't like the fact when people be like, oh, break in this guy or that guy. You know, he had played well with Hurts and all that, but I'm like, yo, there's only one football to go around, bro. It's only one football. We need him to play his role. Whoever comes in here behind Goddard, he needs to just play his role. Block, catch some little short passes. Bell hurts out a little bit on blitz that's not picked up by the line. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Be good at run blocking. He just gotta play his role.
I also didn't understand the DTR pickup.
Him? I don't know.
I'll let you send me a lot of dreams. That's not one of them.
No. Listen. The only thing I could say about him. Listen, I'm not saying he's gonna play.
You're not even gonna say he matches Jalen Hurts' game. No.
Not me. Not me. I would never say that. I would never say that. I would never say that.
To Jalen Hurts, he's not mobile, but he's not
mobile. I won't say that. What I will say is he's probably that dummy in practice that they like, all right.
Gives you the mimic game.
Yeah, that's it.
He can't even do that. Have you seen it? Did you look at his stats? I looked at his stats and I said, Howie, are you smoking?
Yeah.
1 touchdown, 10 interceptions?
He might not make it, man. You know, they always pick up like a fourth quarterback um along the way, and then he might drop off. I don't know. He might go. Yeah,
To me, that was the most confusing one.
yeah. Well, besides, you know, getting the dude from
It was even more
from the
confusing
Texas.
than that because I understood it. I can understand that one, even though I know he buns. I understood where you trying to put him at, what you trying to do with him. He's a first round pick. You're trying to tap the untapped potential with the greatest offensive lineman coach in history. If anybody can
Right.
do it, you know what I mean. Probably I can do it. Get him right, but then again, if it don't work, I mean, it don't work. I mean, obviously, you do pick up people just for a reason. Some people are just to fill the roster. You know what I mean, they here for certain reasons. Second string offensive line. You know, he could be a backup. Could be a rotational guy. Could be a guy you
Mhm.
in 2 years. I'm sitting up here saying, "Hey man, he turned out to be all right." I don't. This the problem. I'm not gonna say he bad enough. You can't fix him at all. I just don't know how to stop fixing him in 1 year. Because people keep trying to compare him to Makai. I'm like, no, bro. It's nowhere close. Makai showed dominance. He showed great play at times as a left tackle. His biggest issue was athleticism around the edge and injury. Other than that, he played great snaps. He played some good snaps. I knew he was a top lineman in the league when coach right, when put in the right position. I knew he was going to play well. When you look at the other dude, I think it's gonna take a season to break down what you got and rebuild it. Like start rebuilding the fundamentals of what he does, and then maybe if you can somehow get him to take a cheap deal and he stays on the, maybe in a year or two, you looking at him and saying, all right, he developed, he looking good. I like what I see. I just don't see it happening in one season. It just don't. To me, it don't seem like it seem possible.
It's not gonna happen in one season. Um, you're gonna have to be in the university for a year to even see a spark of what he's capable of, his full potential. Um,
Are you sold on Tyler Steen?
huh?
You sold on? I mean, I'm looking at Calcaterra. Are you sold on Tyler Steen?
More than this guy right now because he's been in the Stoutland
That's
University.
not hard. It's not hard. That wasn't hard to answer.
No, because I'm
Nah,
looking at the roster and all that. And I'm like, you kind of gotta be.
I mean, but you got a couple guys that's been in the that's on our roster that's guards that's been in Southland U. Trevor
Yeah,
Keegan, Darian
yeah.
Kennard. Uh, what's
Trevor
the other
Keegan
dude we
got hurt in
drafted?
practice a couple times.
Yeah, like you got some guys that's been in the. I
Kennard.
mean, you got some guys that's been in the room. I mean, wondering where you at. You know,
Grant Calcaterra need to learn how to block, man. This boy been here for a couple years. He should know the scenario now. He's been getting beat on the line. I don't know how many times.
he got better
I've
a
seen
little
it.
bit. Yeah.
He needs to get like to the point where he can just be the reliable tight end that we need. But
And I
I
think we
don't think
get
he wants
Mason
to.
Taylor, Terrence Ferguson, or somebody in this draft, man.
I like Ferguson. I like Ferguson.
I'm
I like
50-50.
him.
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. I mean, I don't like Harold Fanning because he in the same boat as. I mean, I like him as far as a receiver. If you just using him in the, like I said before, if using him in the offensive side, he'll be more than we've ever seen at tight end. But can't block in this run game. You got to be able to block as a tight end. We use our tight ends in a lot of the run situations. So I think it's a few guys you can get. We are hey, I know it ain't on the banner, but we gonna do a little mock tonight, man. Little mock. We got a lot of picks. Have a little fun with it. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay here, man. It's a few of y'all in here right now. It's 59 of y'all, so y'all just stay in here and stay tapped in with us. We're gonna do a little mock draft.
Yeah,
You can
because
see what
y'all
Father.
know right now it's real quiet right now. It's real quiet. A lot of people are not speculating on things that happened around the league. You got what Russ with the Giants.
And James.
Yeah, and James Winston. Who I think, I don't know, man. And then you also got Diggs over there with the Patriots, which I feel like the Patriots are just desperate for a number one target. They were desperate because I would not have paid him that much. I'd have went right back to the drawing board. Coming off of an injury like that, I wouldn't have paid him that much.
You see that the Giants tried to go to the number one pick and
No,
they
I ain't see
fumbled the
that.
rock.
That's crazy.
They wanted one. So they technically we're gonna swap. So I don't count that as a first rounder. So they technically wanted one first rounder and some other picks. They said after they seen the dude come work out for them, they want 2 first rounders now. I said, well, fumbled the rock as usual. Fumbled the rock as usual. That's probably why they took 2 quarterbacks. They fumbled. I don't think people that sold them should do it, but you know it's always like this, man. The quarterback gonna fall. Quarterback.
I'm trying to see where he go, man.
It's gonna be interesting, bro.
Because
Very
all
interesting.
the first three people need quarterback. That's a need.
I only think
And the Browns, maybe the Giants are in radars of like Aaron Rodgers, who may sit out. And if he sit out, he might as well retire, bro. It's over. The Titans gonna want to groom somebody, but they haven't had the best luck with quarterbacks except for what since back then. Since Tannehill had a decent season with them, one decent season. But besides that, they didn't really have no.
you want to start here?
Yeah, we can see who's available, man. What's going on? I honestly think this pick though we're going to trade back, but we shall
I think we
see.
trade.
It's technically a second round pick already.
Yeah, but that's my pick right there. You gotta
James
ask me that
Pierce.
question. 100%.
Yeah, I mean we need the edge.
All the safeties gone. I ain't taking Xavier Watson in the first round.
Hell no.
Yeah. You gotta
Hell
be James
no.
Pierce.
Yeah, get him.
How did this fall? Safeties feel like that.
Starks is gone.
It starts when at 20.
Yeah. It's so funny. We do this every year, man. We did not know that them two quarterbacks is going to fall to us like that.
When we was doing our mocks last year, though, I was trading up for my boy.
For Queon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was going on other people's shows and they was allowing me to trade up, I was trading up for Queon every time. I was sold on that, but I was locked in. This might need to be tight end. Let's see who. I like Arroyo.
Yep.
Definitely like
That's what I was looking at.
What the comments saying?
Pierce.
I think it's Arroyo, man. Too early for Mason. Too early for that. Roy on the board. I think that's the best pick. No good safety.
Safeties.
If we didn't get old boy, I would have took Shamar Turner right here, but it's too late now. We didn't got an edge.
Yeah,
What you want to do?
I want you. They said we need a wide receiver, a guard, and a cornerback.
I don't even know why wide receiver on there.
I don't either, but they said that's what we need.
We can still get offensive line if we need offensive line help.
You want something?
Yeah, we still see. I told you we can get Makuba in the third if you want safety. I don't think cornerback
That'd be
is.
crazy. Where we at 96?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think he'll be that too. None of the cornerbacks worth taking.
No,
Yeah, I'm taking Arroyo.
but as I said, I was with you. I better said that. So we at 96. Wow.
Falling.
Wow.
Falling. Hello? Is this thing on? Wait here.
Wow.
Hello.
I didn't think he was going. Damn, that's crazy.
Makuba?
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
This is where we get tricky. Hey, Jigga, how that fall, Jigga?
That was crazy.
How
I'm
that
sitting here
fall,
like
Jigga?
nobody. I'm looking for his name overhead, and it dropped. This is going to be a solid draft.
Ooh, I wanted him right there. Damn. They got me from my running back.
All right, so I'm just looking. They talking about
Yeah, I like. I mean, I think it's not Alexander or Chase. Chase is it's a tackle, but he really is guard. And you still get that size fall. 6'8".
I'm about to say. Let me see. Yeah, go.
With the same size, but he got the ability to play both.
Yeah,
He plays right side.
that'd be the safest pick.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause it's Alexander. I don't know what you get from that.
It's a little shaky. Chase Lunt.
Got our edge.
Now, this is where it get a little trickier. And we could take Trevor Etienne right here, which is obviously fix our problem at third running back.
Mm.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching Kobe King. Or we could take
I knew he was going to say that. That's why I didn't even bring his name up.
Kobe King. Maybe next round he ain't gonna survive. I'm taking my two picks on my board right now. Players I know about: Seth McLaughlin, Ohio State, and Trevor Etienne. Could be a good, nice third running back who you can use in the pass game and things of that nature.
Where are we at? Fifth.
Yeah, it's our fifth round.
I'm okay with getting a running back at fifth in the fifth round.
I think that's a good.
We got three. We about to pick again.
Yeah.
See, I would have went with Kobe, but
you want Kobe?
You was gonna say. Yeah, I would have said Kobe.
I probably went on a second pick. You know what I mean? I'll take Kobe.
And we're right back at it.
God damn. All right. It's a little tough. I know some of these players, but you just took linebacker because I would have took Cody.
Yeah, right. You said we need cornerback. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Burt.
He's a good special teamer.
I'll just pick him on the name. Over the name itself.
You say you're picking for the name?
Yep. I'll just pick him for the name. Even though
he's a special teamer.
It's kind of a pause, but
yeah pause. I think Seth McLaughlin, man, backup center. We obviously don't got Matt Hennessy no more.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to see. I don't want to see my right guard, my left guard. I think Seth McLaughlin is a good pick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he good.
Seeing my boy. Damn, he ain't got no 6 or 7? We traded all that shit. I think I'd be trading. I'd be moving around. So I'd be ending up with the picks late.
I got a feeling that we're not even going to be in the war room for that long.
What you mean?
He gonna move some of those picks around.
You know it'd be in every round.
You think so?
Round. Every round. At least one pick in every round.
It's a great.
Yeah, we did.
Trying to see.
I think we did great. They say we should have took Demetrius tonight. They didn't like the Chase Lunt pick. B+.
Okay. They ain't like what pick?
Chase Lunt. Left right tackle. Give us a C+. And they give us a C+ for Robert Longer being Paul. that Ashton Genty to the Patriots is crazy work that I keep seeing.
Yeah, I do keep seeing that as well. So what do you do with Wishicom if he goes there? You gotta make him
He
start,
been performing well.
huh?
He ain't been performing well.
No.
That's crazy that the Ravens would take Neiman Roy. That James Pierce Jr. though, bro.
Mm.
I did see. Yeah, longer beam is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild work.
Just he going to the Raiders. I, mm, it depends.
To the Raiders, I can see it. They need some offensive
I can
help.
see it, but it depends on how it falls.
Teddy Buckingham. I think it's gonna be fun though. I think I like the drive.
Yeah.
I will be live night 1, night 2, and I'll be doing a little bit of day 3. A little bit of day 3. It'll be during the check down. So we'll do probably an hour and a half, 2 hours of that before we jump off.
Yeah.
Get all your live coverage here at 4133 the podcast with me, your host, Smitty.
This bull crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm inviting some people, man. If you want to join, man, we get down. Then I am bringing in a couple of my college guys. They want to do something. I said, look, man, we got a platform, man. Just y'all know more about the college dudes than me.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna know about. I don't know, 100, 200. Them boys be knowing the 7th round picks. Yeah, he went to such and such high school and he was the number 13 recruit. God, he in the 7th round, bro. I don't know who he is. We did a draft the other day. We did like a little 7th round draft. And Buddy was like, yeah, I know. He started naming people in the 7th round. He was like telling us about the picks. I'm just like, bro, I don't know none of these. Never know. You never know, Aldrich. You never know why. I want to see how we go. I don't think how we gonna make any more moves, man. I think we kind of stuck on the moves front. I think we stuck on the moves, man. I don't think we're gonna see any more movement from Howie Roseman until after the draft.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I didn't see the D. I mean, I don't know if I want. I guess we could have took Shamar Turner, but I'm taking that. If Arroyo is sitting at 64, I'm taking him every time. I ain't gonna lie. I like what he bring. I think tight end wise, we known for that. You know what I mean? We known for having a tight end in the room that can take over a game or be a pivotal part of the pass game. So I think it's a few tight ends in this draft that could do that though. I mean, my least favorite probably is Mason Taylor. Everybody enamored with it. I'm waiting for. I'm gonna wait. You know what I mean? Maybe he good, but I don't think he bad. Just what they're like. Oh, he the all around tight end. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
We was just talking about him. I don't know.
He big, he fast, good hands, can't block.
So I said we was
Good
just
route
talking.
runner. Yeah, tight ends. We've been tight end for a minute. We've been running the tight end room. We keep a top 5 tight end in the room. We'd be surprised if we take one of these tight ends early. See how I feel out. What you got coming this week, man? You got anything interesting coming up?
No, not at all. Not at all. I was going to start ramping up next week, man, because I'm trying get back onto recording and putting out videos and pumping out videos. That's what I'm trying to do on this channel. That's about it. Getting prepared.
Saturday 11:15. We back to our mock draft. So like 7 or 8 of us on there, maybe 10 of us on there Saturday.
Oh wow.
Multiple different teams. You know, we did it last year.
Yeah, you
Doing
did.
it again. Right now, I think we got Browns, Giants, Colts, Jags, Patriots, 49ers, Eagles, Saints, Dolphins. It's gonna be a slew of guys drafting. 4-round draft. Trades. Trades are also on the table. Players and picks. So I mean, if y'all ain't got nothing to do, man, if y'all want to come out, man, show up. Most of y'all show up anyways. So tap in with us, man. That's all I got coming, really. Content is a little scarce. You know what I mean? Not a lot of news, not a lot of rumors.
That's what it is. It's just very like everything surrounding LeBron and Stephen A. right now. That's all you see on Twitter.
He actually happy, bro. You know what I mean? He believes he in a good spot. So I don't think they're in a worse spot. But I think it's some positions that they might need to prepare for replacement this year. I'll be preparing for a replacement for CMC. I'll be preparing for the replacement for Trent. And I think you need to probably bring in another receiver at some depth. Defensive side.
And who else?
Huh?
Wow.
Brandon Ayuk gonna be back for the season opener though. You got Brandon Ayuk. So? You got Paris. Yeah. You got Parasol. He got hurt. He got hurt early in the season, not late.
Parasol
like
and
6 games.
They got some Jennings.
Jennings.
Yeah. You think they need to sign Brock Purdy?
If you sold on it, I would put the money into it. I think it's all about the construction of the contract. Because to me, I seen a dude that they try to compare the Cincinnati Bengals to the Eagles, right? And they be like, "Oh, we can do what they did." You see, we signed that. Have you looked at the T. Higgins contract though? You ain't looked at it.
I don't understand that. I seen that. Well, I know, of course, he's the highest paid number 2 receiver in the league.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You see, he not. Who plays? Who gets paid more than him?
Yeah. The numbers say he make it. No, he's not. Devontae Smith, all them boys making more money than him. But he got a 4-year, $161 million. How much of it is guaranteed?
I didn't see that.
40. How much did he get at signing? 30 of the 40. Do it sound like a long-term deal? That don't sound like a long-term deal to me. Sound like a deal I get out of in 2 years. And you go find a job in 2027.
That makes sense.
He got a bad deal. It say he make that money, but that deal is robbery,
Chad Pennington,
bro.
that's crazy. Chad Pennington. I ain't hear that name in a minute.
Yeah, he a little Chad. He might be a little bit better than Chad. Tad bit better than Chad.
Right.
Yeah, tad bit better. Cause he can run a little bit. They be trying to make it seem like he be running, but he can run a little bit. He got a little bit. I think we covered everything, man. If you know what I mean, if you want to say the final words, we can get up out of here, fool.
Look, man, fly Eagles fly, man. Look, we normally come on Wednesdays, but you know, things occurred in personal lives and we just had to switch the day. So normally it's Wednesdays, 7:30. Just check us out. And you know, as always, go Birds.
Yeah, man. Tap in with us for Wednesday, 7:30. We'll do our best to bring you content, man. We're gonna give you at least an hour and 30 minutes every week, man. You tap in with us, man. Have a good time, man. But until next week, yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the month game. Last minute and stuff.